Hey guys, it's Shar with ASMR Shar here on the new moon in Virgo. I know there's been I've been looking at a lot of information on this new moon, but I want to kind of be brief about it. I've heard it's almost more like a full moon, this particular full moon in Virgo, or new moon in Virgo, and that typically a new moon you want to sort of plant seeds of your intention, which is fine. Not that you can't do that. Of course, you can do anything you want. And that's not harmful either, obviously. But I've heard from reading and watching a bunch of different things that it's better, it might be a little more useful to put your focus on nurturing the seeds that have already been planted from before. Or you can obviously plant new seeds, that's not a problem. But like think of your intentions and then focus on how are you going to nurture and water and grow and enrich the soil of those seeds so they can bloom and blossom into what you want, right? Into your goals, your what your intentions are. So, and also on the dark side of the moon, when it's dark, I kind of just learned this. It's great to do that sort of letting go of what's no longer serving you. Release. Take inventory and just release. On the light side of the new moon is time for the seed planting, the intention setting, and all of that. And in general, I know with Virgo, it's a very organized, let's get stuff done. Let's analyze and look through the details. Whereas I believe it's Mars. How can I remember this? Mars and somebody. Oh, I think Mars and Gemini, right? It's kind of got this scattered energy that can be kind of frustrating because Virgo's like, let's get stuff done, let's get shit done, you know? And Mars with Gemini is it's like, oh, but what about this and this? And oh, wait, I want to do this. It can be frustrating or like conflicting. And all that's to say, clearly I'm kind of scattered myself the way I'm talking, but I'm going to do something I've seen actually on ASMR videos where I've written down some very general releasing things on this recycled paper. And so let's get into it. And then as I'm going to read it, fold it up, and then burn it. I also have a new moon candle that I'm going to light. And absolutely set intentions or maybe reconfirm intentions you've set before. I've heard fluorite is very good for focus too. So I have a piece of green fluorite. And I may or may not do a card reading at the end. I'm going to see if I feel called to do that or not. Alright, so I'm going to light this candle and let's take some deep breaths. I hope your new moon's going well. And sorry to plug, but I do have a donations button on the banner. I offer personal card readings and videos. See the description box for any of that information or details on how to contact me. This over here. And this candle is specifically made for the new moon. It had sparkly stars and moons, and also it's a green tea kind of scent to it, I believe. Yeah, no. Green tea. So let's take a moment to look at the beautiful transmuting flame. And know that this is also a powerful new moon in that it's a great time to commit yourself or recommit in a very Virgo way, like in maybe step-by-step way, writing it down, writing a list about it, to that higher self, the journey of your spirit and your soul to higher levels, to leveling up, to the next octave, the next level, the next dimension in your knowledge and your mental, emotional, spiritual being. This is a great portal right now, a great kind of energy where the veil between worlds is thinner, and you can really receive spirit messages right now. And if you set the intention of being open and receptive to your own intuitive guide and trusting that guide. So let's take a few deep breaths in, out, in, and out, in, out. It's a black candle representing the new moon, which we can't see. Or, the light is such that we can't see it. And I have a cup. I'm going to put this over a little bit. Sorry. Put these into, and do a very quick little sage burning. And please leave in the comments, what are you doing on this full moon, if anything, or what are you up to in general? Or do you have any new moons or rituals or things you like to do? Just let me know in the comments. Sage is great for cleansing negative energy, cleansing in a physical and mental, emotional, spiritual way. The first one I have is I release all financial worries. So again, these are general enough that I feel like you can think of your own, maybe specific worries you have right now, and I'll do the same. Feel free to do this safely together with me. I release all financial worries. I'm not sure how I'm exactly going to do this, but let me try doing it like this. I release all financial worries. I release all financial worries. Release all financial worries. You release all financial worries. Let it go. I release all financial worries. We release all financial worries. We know we'll be provided for. Negative self-talk patterns. I release negative self-talk patterns. I release all negative self-talk patterns. Repeat this with me in your mind or out loud, or just listen and let it go into your subconscious. I release all negative self-talk patterns. I let it go. I let go of this negative self-talk patterns. Any of these negative thoughts in my head, I let it go. I let go of relationships with those that are toxic or that no longer align with my spiritual path. I'll read that again, sorry. I release relationships with those that are toxic or that no longer align with my spiritual path. I release relationships with those who are toxic or who no longer align with my spiritual path. I let go of that with love and understanding. I let go of relationships with those who are toxic or who no longer align with my spiritual path. All right. Unhealthy habits. Unhealthy habits, whatever they might be. I release all unhealthy habits and let that be transmuted by the flame, by the Virgo new moon power. I release any unhealthy habits I release any unhealthy habits and I replace those habits with healthy ones. Okay, so I just changed the lighting a little. It might look a little spookier, but I kind of wanted to get that darker sense of the new moon and just, I felt like that was more powerful. That might be more powerful. Negative body images. I release any negative body images. Any way I view my own body in a negative way. I release negative body images. And let it up to spirit where it can be transmuted. Well, that one's really burning. I release any negative body images. Because I am beautiful just the way I am. You are beautiful just the way you are. I release harsh judgment of myself and others. I release harsh judgment of myself and others. I release harsh judgment of myself and others. I release any anxiety related to my job or career. I release any anxiety related to my job or my career. I I release any anxiety related to my job or career. I release any anxiety related to my job or career. Release it. Release it into the universe where it can be transmuted to something positive. I release stress related to family and friends. I release stress related to family and friends. I release stress related to family and friends. And we have one last one. Self-doubt. I release self-doubt and replace it with belief in myself. I release self-doubt. Let it be transmuted into the universe. Let the fire transmute it. And the ashes and the smoke will be transmuted by the universe into positive energy. I release self-doubt. Release self-doubt. Release it. Release it right now. Release self-doubt. Replace it with belief in yourself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in you, and I believe in myself. Candle is so beautiful. And now, if you could take time, you could write this down or just think it or say it aloud. Think of anything else that you want to release or let go of during this new moon. And imagine placing what you want to let go into this fire, into this flame. Imagine putting what you want to let go of or release into this flame. Right now, I'll give you a moment to say it, write it, or imagine it, or think it. Release it. Allow the flame to transmute that which you want to release, that which is no longer serving you. Let go. Release. Let go. You now let go. You don't need that any longer. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need it any longer. Let it go. Release for your highest and greatest good. And the greatest, most aligned good of the collective. And that's all I really had planned. I think it'd be good to end with a few kind of affirmations with the sage cleanse. I believe in myself. I commit to leveling up, to taking steps to level up on my spiritual journey. I commit to taking steps to leveling up on my spiritual journey. Virgo energy is also an earth sign, great for grounding. I am grounded into the earth. I am grounded into the earth. I am grounded into the earth and safe, protected, provided for, always. I am loved. I am loved. You are loved. You are so loved. I'm sending you lots of love through time and space. Sending you love, cleansing energy, and a happy new moon. I'll see you in the next video.